like suspended animation.
We're here in prime time, just about set for a Sunday night matchup on EA Sports.
What a matchup we have at wide receiver today. Two of the biggest threats in the NFL who love to cause chaos for opposing defenses. How about this matchup, Phil?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. When you have speedy wide receivers, what you have to do, you got to make sure your safeties are smart, they're talented. Both teams have that because it is easy in this game nowadays to get the football to the wide receivers. If they can't get open down the field, just throw them some screens on the outside and dare the defense to tackle.
We're underway here. Waynes is going to test the coverage here. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Jaguars lined up in the nickel.
Adrian Peterson takes the football.
Picks up 8 here.
So many times you watch football games and coaches just give up too early on the run game. Well, they'll keep it going today. After that run, decent pickup by the running back.
2nd down and 3 following that nice run. Looking across the middle.
Incomplete as he was looking short. Here's a look at the Vikings lineup on offense. Last week, their aerial attack was in high gear, throwing for over 300 yards. The Vikings now looking to convert here on 3rd down. Just a week ago, they struggled mightily in these situations.
An extra tight end on the field for this one.
The Vikings from the 32.
Flag. On his way. The 10. He's in for the touchdown, but there is a flag down.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
3rd and 13. He's drilled as he throws.
The Vikings don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
Robinson's going to take this one from the 30. And a run back of only a couple.
Well, I can't blame the punt return at that time. That was just excellent coverage by the punt team.
Press coverage all the way.
Here we go. 339. 339.
The defensive line is now all spreading out.
1st down at the 32.
And it's swatted away.
Here's our look at the Jaguars offense. They will be expecting far greater efficiency today. A week ago, they turned it over on 3 occasions. Bortles standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
And intercepted. Touchdown.
Well, when you study the offense and you know what they're going to do, you're able to make plays like that. You time the interception perfectly, you make the catch, and you take it all the way back for the score.
The Vikings offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3-and-out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3-and-out again, you know what's going to happen. Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You're putting us back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
Robinson's running this one out. It's out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
The Jaguars have it at the 24.
Looking to go down the field here. Intercepted. And that'll give them a chance to add to their lead here and really gather some momentum early in the game.
Yes, it does. And you're on the offensive side now. Don't be careful and all that methodical. Take some chances. Go down there and try to get a big lead in this game.
The Vikings will come out in the pistol. The Vikings will take the snap from the 40. Peterson left side.
He's got some daylight.
Nice piece of running by Adrian Peterson.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
It's first down as they head to the line.
The Jaguars defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
First and 10.
Gordon's got it, and a first. The Vikings come to the line. Of course, plenty of pink on the field today and in the stands, as all of October will be seeing this for Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL.
First and 10. Peterson. And he's tackled at the 30-yard line.
Peterson's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Second down following the run.
The Jaguars out now in a 4-6 formation. Set up screen to Peterson. Smith's in on the tackle.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
The Vikings have driven inside the red zone, and last week they were so effective inside the 20. First down at the 18. The catch is made by Gordon. Gordon's marked down after a gain of 9.
The Vikings offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass down here in the red zone. Caught the defense off guard. They got the completion for a good gain.
Here's the handoff to Adrian Peterson.
Smith there to make the stop.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course, it'll be a touchdown.
First and goal.
Breaks the plane. Touchdown.
Ah, you just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there and it's first and goal and you score. Now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if it gets to third down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
The Vikings for the point after.
The point after try is in the books. The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. Robinson's going to run this one out. Still not taken down. Robinson's taken down at the 25. The Jaguars are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Torrey Smith on the receiving end. That's his first reception today.
Sometimes they tell the receiver just to go long, run a fly route, run a 9 route because that means straight ahead or a streak. Show the speed that you have and get it done.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Allen Robinson with the catch. Jenkins is in on the tackle.
The Jaguars did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now second and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
Second and short. Smith's got it on a pass that had some heat. They come to the line, and it's first down. Bortles going to take the snap from the shotgun. Down the field. It's intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
No margin for error here with the offense. Two tight ends on the field here. And he'll hand it off to the fullback. Keeps churning ahead. Smith's there that time for the tackle. First down here after the run. The Jaguars packing the box here. 46 formation.
Oh, look at that. Linebackers moving around.
Makes the reception. Here's the Jaguars defense. Last week, this group came up with 3 forced turnovers. The Vikings on offense here to start the second quarter. Peterson, solo back set. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Now he's going to change the play and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
And the second quarter is underway. Dante Fowler has the sack.
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job. Makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack.
Third down on the way. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Here's the handoff. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Vikings trying to catch the defense by surprise here on third and long. They go with the run, and sometimes those runs on third and long work if you can pick up a first down. But that time the defense was ready. They tried it, and it didn't work.
Robinson's got it now. They'll mark him at the 22. And a run back of about 5.
The Jaguars have to still be thinking about that last possession. They were actually moving down the field. And then, of course, the untimely interception ended things.
Yeah, the defense, look, they got good players. And, you know, you give them enough chances, they're finally going to make the play. You have to be careful with the football. The offense was not, and that's why it resulted in an interception.
What do you think they're talking about in that huddle after that drive-killing interception?
Well, they're probably telling the quarterback, if you do that again, we're going to kick you out. I don't know, but they got to play better.
After running it, it's second down. Looks like they're in press coverage here. Out of the shotgun formation.
It's complete to Allen Robinson.
Quarterback should have never thrown it that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
The Jaguars from the 27.
Justin Blackmon hauls it in. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first. That's his first reception today.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt.
First down and 10.
And the completion to Torrey Smith. Going to take it the distance. The 10. And in for the touchdown.
Like a hustle, bad tackle, you name it. They allowed the short throw and catch to go all the way down the field for a score.
It's good. The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff.
And Wallace going to test the coverage this time. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
The Vikings bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge about watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you've got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
Peterson lines up in the backfield.
Here comes the wide receiver in motion.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
Well, if you're the offensive coordinator here in a third long situation and you're winning a close game, you'd like to pick this up. But also, you got to make sure you call a play that doesn't put the offense at too much risk. Tough call coming up here for the coordinator.
That last pass incomplete, and it brings up third down.
The Vikings will line up. The first down markers right at the 31-yard line.
Press coverage all the way.
And it's batted down.
The Vikings put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on third and long, and they were ready for it.
Robinson's going to look for space now. Charging ahead.
Well, a lot of good things happen on both sides of the football this time. How about that return by the return team? Good job, good blocking. Look at the speed of that guy running. They get the tackle from behind. They stop the touchdown.
Gresham's the receiver all the way to the right side.
First down at the 20.
And it's caught by Justin Blackmon.
So they complete one, and still it's second down. Playing press coverage to the outside.
Takes the snap. We're about midway, second quarter. Smith going to pick up the first down as he's tackled.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field.
Stepping up, ready to go from the 7. The Vikings with a nickel look here on defense. Second and goal from the 7. Kendricks there to make the tackle.
Can they call a play the defense hasn't seen yet to this point today? So it's third and goal. Touchdown ties it. I can't wait to see what the offense decides to do.
Third and goal at the 3. And
It's good for only a yard or two.
I think the big decision is now, Jim, do you kick the football, take the 3 points, or do you go for it on 4th down? To me, you kick the football and get 3 points on the board.
The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. And here's the toss. The Jaguars turn the ball over on downs.
The Jaguars that time go for it on 4th down, and they fail. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
Loss of 4 on the play. Mason's going to receive the toss. That picks up 7.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. The Jaguars defense now is going to go nickel. 2nd down, 3 to go. And it's knocked down. This is 3rd down. Quarters formation here for the defense. He'll take the snap from the gun. Wright has the reception.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
The best way to get more plays in before the end of the first half, go to the hurry-up offense. Nice job by the coach. We'll see if the quarterback can make it work.
Wright's tackled right at the 35.
This rookie quarterback, man, does he have some talent. Here we are starting the season, and he fires the football down the field for a big completion.
This play set up by the long gainer. Peterson's got it on the handoff. He's brought down at the 30-yard line. The Vikings call a timeout, their first. They went with the ground game on 1st down, bringing up 2nd.
Look at the defensive line. Everybody's shifting to their left.
Josh Gordon with the catch. The line of scrimmage right at the 24. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. And he knocks the ball out of his hands.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Coming to the line at the 24. They motion the receiver around to the other side.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Tackles made. That's reception number 2 for him.
Oh, we got us a nice drive going here, Jim. Another 1st down. They are just making one solid play after another and just marching down the field.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Touchdown, Minnesota. Peterson's 2nd touchdown of the game.
You got to give the offensive line just a lot of credit. It's 1st and goal. They just line up and power the football in there. Nice run, but a great job by the O-line.
The Jags are ready to return the kick. Robinson's going to test the coverage here. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars look to be almost certain to come away with points the last time they had the ball, but instead of attempting a field goal, they went for it on fourth down and were unable to convert. Let's see what they do with this possession.
Yeah, look, this isn't high school or college football where you get many possessions. In the pros, you don't get that many. When you get a chance to get points, you got to take advantage of it and take those points.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
First down at the 28.
They're setting up screen.
Kendrick's going to make the tackle. The Jaguars signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining.
That's second down coming up.
Bortles got it in the gun.
He's hit as he throws it.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. Torrey Smith with the reception.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
The Jaguars will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down.
One more snap and halftime.
First down at the 46.
Weaving it down the field.
The first half is complete. Larry Ridley ready to take things over back in the studios, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jim Nance and Phil Simms. Everbank Field is our site today, and the third quarter is about to commence. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think you need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
That's dropped by Smith, who couldn't bring it in.
You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't throw off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you had good balance. That time the throw's off the mark.
The Jaguars snap it up at the 26. Smith's going to pull in the bullet pass. Smith's tackled down after a gain of 10. The Jaguars continue to look to their top target on the day. Smith's had big plays all over this field today, Phil.
He's like the shooting guard, Jim, in basketball. If he's making a lot of shots, let him keep shooting. So they have found a way, keep getting the football in his hands.
Smith's got the catch and the first.
Quickly to the line. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
It's Gresham. That's his first reception today.
First down following the long play.
Barr has the sack.
You know you got a good defense when you can hit the quarterback and sack him when you're only sending your defensive front and no blitzers.
The Vikings come out in a dime package. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Robinson's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
Bortles now completed 4 in a row.
From the gun.
And it's a reception by Blackman. Ball is out. The defense has the football.
That's what you call a takeaway. The defense just makes such a hard hit that they take the football away from the offense and they recover the fumble.
The Vikings come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
And here we have second down.
The defensive line, they're all shifting to the right. I think they're expecting a run. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
He's picked off again.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Jaguars' offense back on the field as this game has turned into just a big mess, Phil, because no one seems to be able to hold on to the football.
Nobody can hold on to the football. The play is sloppy. The calling of the plays has also been, I think, a little sloppy. Give these guys a better chance to make some positive plays.
Breaking huddle at the 35-yard line. Looks like they're in press coverage here. Snap it out of the gun. Great pass, great catch, great control.
Getting you down multiple scores in the second half, you're looking for the little things to get momentum on your side. So just get a first down. Don't look for the big plays. That was a good job by the offense that time. Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here. The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
2nd and 1 on the way. Bortles completion percentage 70% on the day.
Intercepted. Tackles made.
This defensive coordinator, he is one aggressive dude. He keeps going after this offense, and finally he gets the interception inside their own 20-yard line and stops the offense from getting any points. Boy, they saw something on the offense. It caught their attention. Look at the defensive line. They're all shifting to the right.
This will be 2nd down. He's into the open, trying to escape the pressure, and there he goes, sliding to get away from the hit.
That's a really smart job that time by the quarterback. Pick up all the yards you can, and before you're going to get hit, slide in there like you're going to second base.
First down at the 21. And that's a 2-yard gain.
Peterson's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. Double tight end formation. Out of the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. On the way, 3rd down. Press coverage all the way. Set up screen to Peterson. Peterson's tackled down at the 31.
Good job by the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass, they make the tackle, and now we have 4th down coming up.
The Vikings believe they can pick up the first in this short yardage situation and keep the offense on the field.
Quarterback sneak.
The Vikings had a lead here in the second half, but I'll tell you, a good way to lose it is to go for it on 4th down like they did that time, and they didn't make it.
The Jaguars retaking the field with their offense in a game that hasn't been very pretty here of late.
Turnovers by both teams on the last 2 possessions.
Well, define the word pretty. I think if you ask the defensive teams, hey, they love this game. It's beautiful. So far the takeaways by the defense, that's the story. Incompletion by the quarterback that time. It was good, tight, man-to-man coverage.
2nd and 10 coming up. The Vikings lined up in the nickel. The Jaguars snap it at the 31. Bortles on the move.
Easy catch there. No one near him.
Well, as a quarterback, you don't have to be like extremely fast to make plays like this. When you get forced out of the pocket, you need good footwork to get out there, get in position. Nice throw down the field. Anytime you get in the red zone, you want to punch it in there and get 7 points. They're being dominated today, but don't worry about it. Score here and just keep playing.
Here they come to the line of scrimmage at the 12.
He'll take the snap, the first here in the 4th quarter.
The Vikings guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
Loss of 4 on the play. Pass is intercepted.
Wonderful job by the defense that time. They stayed after it, and inside their own 20, they finally come up with the play. They get the interception, and they keep the other team from getting points on the board.
The Vikings offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
And
He's in the clear. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, taking it all the way home for the touchdown. That touchdown, just a little more insurance to what already was a sizable lead, Phil.
yeah, what a job. You know, look, they had a lot of insurance already in the bank, man. They have controlled the tempo of this game from start to right here in this period early in the 4th. And now if the defense just has anything, if they stop the opponents on this drive, this game is over.
Robinson's running this one out. Taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
The Jaguars offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
But it's incomplete.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
The Jaguars have it at the 29. Jermaine Gresham has the catch.
The defense, they have a lead here in the 4th quarter, so they're willing to give up short pass completions, but good job by the offense.
3rd and 4 coming up following that completion. Drop back, shotgun formation.
Justin Blackmon makes the catch. That's his 5th catch of the day.
No time to huddle now. First down at the 41.
Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out.
Smith really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
The Jaguars snap it at the 41.
Man intercepted. Breaks free. That brings the play to an end. This offense had no choice but to take some chances here in the 4th quarter, but it comes back to bite them again with an interception.
Well, when it's not going well and you start trying to take chances, there is nothing going to go right in that situation. If they get back on the field after this one, Jim, just go out there, run the football, and try to get this game over with.
Peterson, solo, back set. Gordon's got the catch and the first.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the 2nd half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Peterson, left side. He'll pick up 7 this time.
Well, why not? When you get in the red zone, who do you want to give the football to? Adrian Peterson. That's a nice job by Adrian Peterson, running the football there and picking up some solid yards.
The Jaguars defense lined up, going with the 46 defense. Handoff made. Peterson, right side. And that gains 1. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. It's 3rd down coming up.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
The margin is increased with another touchdown.
This game is over.
Oh, listen, it's been over for a while, and I just question, why are you still trying to score? Have a little mercy. I know it's pro football, and I don't usually say this, but the game has been decided. Have some mercy on your opponent and just try to get this game over.
Robinson's going to run this one out. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Jaguars offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
Waynes is there to take it down.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. We hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Bortles completion percentage, 60% on the day.
They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly.
Here we go.
The Jaguars have it at the 29.
Down the field. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Robinson's caught his first touchdown of the season.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
Flip to the outside. Got the touchdown, got the two-point conversion. People love to go for 2 in this game, don't they?
Well, they do, and you know what? Now I guess you and I just can't sit here and blast the coach for a bad decision. When you pick up the 2 points, you can't complain about what they're trying to do.
The Vikings back on the field with their offense now. They've scored on each of their last 2 drives and have to be feeling pretty confident right now at the start of this one.
Yeah, it is amazing what the mind can do sometimes on the football field. You go out there and you score, and you feel like nothing can stop you. So it would not be surprised to see him to go out there and have success again. When you see this cover 2 defense as a quarterback, you got to know where to throw the football. That time he did not make a good decision. You got to throw it sometimes deep down the middle. The safeties are not there. They're outside. He did not take advantage of that coverage that time.
The Jaguars defense lined up in a 4-6 formation. From the gun. And Wallace there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
They connect on that pass play, but it's still 3rd down.
The Vikings come out in a jumbo set.
And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Only 35 yards to the end zone. First down at the 35. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Gordon is one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
Adrian Peterson is in the backfield.
Defense respecting the deep ball, playing way off the receivers. The Vikings will take the snap from the 35. Got a flag down here. That's a gain of 7. The defense will take the penalty.
Well, we see it more and more. Football thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
After that penalty, it's now 2nd down at 20.
Let's round! Let's round!
Toss to the outside. Mason's tackled down at the 45. And there's a timeout, so we'll take one with them. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming to the line at the 45. The Vikings come out in the pistol.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
The Vikings will take the snap from the 45. Look at Fowler make the play on the quarterback.
You got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
They have just flipped field position thanks to that punt, and now the offense is really backed into a corner. The Jaguars all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Looking long. But it's incomplete.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass. The defensive line, they're shifting. They're getting into a spread look. I think they think this is going to be a pass.
Did not get both feet down. That play is going to be challenged. So he challenged the play, and the coach's challenge does not pay off.
Well, I agree with the head coach still. I would have made this challenge because it was so important to the outcome of the game, and it was a little bit of a gamble, but it was worth it.
The Jaguars will set up. The 20 is the 1st down line. Bortles going to take it from the gun. Could have been intercepted.
The Jaguars really don't have much of a chance of picking up this 1st down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play. Screen has the grab. Has the 1st down. Now looking for more. Fights through contact. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. 2 minutes to go in the 2nd half. 1st down. Offense readying for the snap. Playing press coverage to the outside. Bortles back in shotgun formation. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Bortles' completion percentage, 60% on the day. The Vikings defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. The Jaguars have it at the 29. Looking long. And it's swatted away.
That's what you have to do as a defensive back. You got to wait to the last second. Wait till the receiver uses his hands. And once they go up, put your hand in between them and knock that football down. What a play. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And it falls incomplete.
3rd long situations. A lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on 3rd long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just great.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. Going to the hurry up, no timeouts remaining. Out of the shotgun. The Jaguars turned the ball over on downs.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
The Vikings can put this game away here. Just run out the clock here, Phil. It's been a blowout victory, and now all you're trying to do is not get anybody hurt.
That's right. Get this game over with. And in the NFL, you've got to treasure moments like this. To win easily, that doesn't happen often, so enjoy this victory.
First down at the 45. Catch made. No one's going to get him now. The 10 in stride, and he's home for the touchdown. That could be construed as running up the score, Phil. This game was already in the bag.
Well, Jim, it could be construed. You got to try a little harder or the score will get run up on you. How about that? You know, you are allowed to stop them on the defensive side, and you got to put some effort into it and some heart, and we've seen neither.
Extra point was good. The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. Robinson's going to test the coverage this time. The Jaguars take the field on offense. They have been manhandled here throughout today, Phil. And what can they take out of these last few minutes that could be positive for them?
Well, you know, Jim, in a situation like this, there's really nothing you can do now that's going to make you feel better or give you something to carry over into next week. So don't be looking for it. Try to end the game, and just know today the team on the other side beat you up, and they were the better team.
Muscles through the defender.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Bortles' pass will go for an incompletion. The Jaguars are coming off a tough loss last week, and while we heard from this coaching staff that they were past it, they really don't look like they are.
Yeah, that's right. It was such an emotional loss for them last week. I don't think the team got over it. There's a little hangover. They never recovered, and we're seeing the effects of all those.
Almost intercepted that time.
In a situation like this, third long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
Third down now. The Vikings defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Unbelievable grab.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Launching it deep. Incomplete.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
Well, the D-line going into that spread look, they want to get to that quarterback.
Robinson's got it on a pass that had some heat. And as he's taken down, that's going to seal it, as they will not get another playoff in time. Well, it's a big performance in front of a prime time